Hi, everyone. Welcome to Secrets. Before we get into it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you like raw, unfiltered opinions and the kind of truth that makes folks squirm a little. Today's video is really personal, maybe the most important one I've ever done here. It marks a turning point, not just for this channel, but for me as a creator and an educator. So, if you've been following me for a while, you know I've been doing YouTube for a little over a year now. Recently, I got monetized, which I'm honestly proud of. It's a small milestone, but for me, it's proof that people have connected with my content, even though I started this whole thing from a place of curiosity and conviction. From day one, my motivation wasn't money or fame. It was conversation. There were just certain topics I cared deeply about, topics that I couldn't stop thinking about after seeing them online. I consume a lot of YouTube, and sometimes I'd find myself writing long comments under videos, trying to explain a different perspective. But at some point, I realized I didn't just want to comment on the discussion, I wanted to join it. So I started this channel. Now, what some people may not know about me is that I'm also an educator. I teach English, and I'm deeply into educational technology, ed tech, lesson design, making learning interactive. So naturally, I've always been fascinated by innovation. And that's what led me down the AI rabbit hole. The first time I discovered 11 Labs was during a lesson I was teaching about homestays and exchange students. One of the characters in my material was a refugee, and I wanted my students to hear the story in an authentic voice, someone who sounded Ukrainian, Spanish, or different from my own accent. That curiosity led me to search for AI tools that could generate realistic voices. When I found 11 Labs, I was honestly amazed. I thought, wow, this could make my classes more engaging and my materials sound more real. From there, I started learning about voice cloning. That was a game changer for me. As a teacher, I'm often exhausted. Recording multiple lesson audios, grading, planning, teaching, it all adds up. So having a tool that could reproduce my voice felt like a gift. It made my workload lighter while still keeping the lesson personal. And that's how I got comfortable with AI. I only saw its benefits: convenience, creativity, innovation. I didn't think too deeply about the long-term effects. When I began this YouTube channel, the AI voice naturally followed. At the time, I wanted to remain anonymous, partly for privacy, partly because some of the topics I cover can attract very intense reactions. I figured I'd reveal my face later once I reached a certain comfort level or subscribe a milestone. The plan was always to eventually speak as myself. But as I got more involved in YouTube culture, I realized how chaotic and judgmental the internet can be. People online can be brutal, especially toward women who express strong opinions. So, for safety and peace of mind, I decided to stay behind the voice a little longer. But with time, things changed. I started noticing the darker side of AI, the very technology that once fascinated me. And I think what really pushed me over the edge was this whole Zaniah Monet AI singer situation.
I was really looking forward to meeting you because a lot of people are saying, who is this girl? Who is she? Because for so many people, they think she's not real. She doesn't exist. Why did you want to come and reveal yourself in this way?
I wanted to reveal myself because I wanted people to know there was a real person behind Zaniah, that there's real emotion and soul put into those lyrics.
Jones, who also goes by the name Nikki, isn't a singer.
This is Zaniah.
Zaniah Monet began as an avatar she created while teaching herself AI just 4 months ago.
Don't treat me like a plane you ain't sure about. Don't keep me on a bench just to run your route.
What so many people are attracted to, in addition to her voice, the lyrics are what really blow people away.
Yes.
Are you writing the lyrics or is that AI too?
No, lyrics are 100% me.
So
real
you write
life
all those
experience.
lyrics?
Yes, ma'am.
You write all the lyrics?
Yes.
Never got to hold you close.
A Mississippi native says the lyrics come from poems she's been writing since she was 24.
Whether it was stuff I went through, a close family member, or a close friend, I wrote about it.
Mama did her best, but she can't teach.
I lost my dad when I was 8 years old. So that's where how was I supposed to know? And also the song titled Daddy. So that's where they come from. So I didn't grow up with a father figure.
Was I supposed to know what love looked like?
Has landed Zaniah Monet on 5 Billboard charts, including a radio airplay chart. Billboard believes that's an AI first. Were you surprised by the reaction?
Yeah, I was totally surprised. And then a lot of people started reaching out.
But Nikki, they thought Zaniah was a real person.
Zaniah is an extension of me. So I look at her as a real person.
But you can't sing. In that sense, she's not a real person. What do you say to people that say she may be an extension of you, but other singers who are actually have worked hard, who have practiced their craft, who are really struggling to get heard, who are really doing the actual singing, that you seem to have circumvented, taken a shortcut through all of that?
I wouldn't call it a shortcut because I still put in the work. And anytime something new comes about and it challenges the norm and challenges what we're used to, you're going to get strong reactions behind it. And I just feel like AI is the new era that we're in. And I look at it as a tool, as an instrument, utilize it.
Watching an AI artist get a multi-million-dollar deal and land on the Billboard charts, while real singers, writers, and musicians are struggling to get studio time, was like a flashing red light for me. It made everything I'd been feeling about AI go from abstract to very real, because what we're being told is, this is the future, this is innovation, this is a tool. But what I'm seeing is something that looks fun and convenient on the surface being used to quietly reshape the whole industry underneath us. On paper, it sounds empowering. A woman takes her poems, plugs them into an AI, and suddenly she has an artist singing her words, charting, and getting deals. But when you look closer, you realize how many people are being erased from that process. No singer getting paid, no producer, no musicians, no engineers, no mixers, no session players. Just prompts, an app, and a contract. That's not just a new workflow. That's a whole economy of creatives being cut out while the platform and the label keep all the real power and profit. It's being sold to us as breaking down barriers. But what it's really breaking down is the number of human beings who get to eat off a song. And for me, there's also something very strategic and uncomfortable about the optics. I'm just going to be honest. I do not believe for a second that this is just one random Black woman who independently invented this wave and is now leading the future of AI music. All by herself, I believe she is the face. Because Black women are the most unprotected group in society, and we are often used as human shields. If anything goes wrong, she'll be the one taking the lashes, while the people and companies behind her stay protected. And at the same time, other groups will feel hesitant to critique the situation too strongly because the minute you push back, you risk being labeled racist or anti-Black. So they've now wrapped this AI project in Black woman imagery, knowing some people will be scared to say, actually, I don't like this, I don't trust this, without getting shamed. Even when I watched her interview and heard her describe her process, I'm sorry, I just didn't buy it. As I said before, I'm an educator and I've used the Suno app myself. I made a song for one of my classes about stepping out of your comfort zone just to reinforce the lesson. From my experience, you don't have that kind of tight, consistent control over the same exact voice and the same exact feel every single time. Every time you go into it, the voice, the tone, the energy, it shifts. So when she's sitting there talking about how she's just pasting in lyrics, picking slow R&B and female soulful vocals, and magically getting this perfectly consistent artist, I'm side-eyeing it. I've literally used the same app, and the results were much more random. And That's the energy around AI that feels so nefarious to me. It's not just that it's new, it's the secrecy, the lack of transparency, the way it borrows from human labor in the dark and then sells us the output like it appeared out of thin air. It's the way they dress it up as opportunity while quietly setting a precedent that music, art, voices, and faces can all be simulated, packaged, and sold with fewer and fewer humans in the chain. Today it's cute. AI, vocals, and convenience. Tomorrow, it's a whole generation of artists, teachers, editors, and everyday workers being told, sorry, you're too expensive. The machine does it cheaper. And let's talk about the bigger picture for a second. This is not just about music. These giant AI systems run on insane amounts of energy, hardware, data centers, rare earth minerals, things that have real consequences for the environment and for people in other parts of the world. We're being encouraged to generate more songs, more images, more content, more everything. But nobody is honest about the costs. It's like we're swallowing this pill that promises efficiency and entertainment without truly understanding what it's doing to our jobs, our attention, our minds, and even our planet long term. I don't want to be 10 years deep into this and look back feeling like I helped normalize a system that is actively hollowing out human creativity, human work, and human connection. It's about conscience. It's about saying, I see the direction this is going, and I refuse to keep feeding into something that feels spiritually wrong, socially damaging, and exploitative on multiple levels. People are losing jobs, writers, voice actors, editors. Human creativity is being replaced at a terrifying rate. Every day, I see new debates about whether AI was helping or hurting society. And I couldn't ignore the guilt that crept in. Even though I pour hours into my videos, researching, scripting, editing, choosing visuals, and ensuring the message connects, I still didn't like being lumped in with AI channels. The term carries this negative reputation of laziness, low effort, or soulless production, and that's not what my work stands for. I value intention and integrity. And if I'm being honest, I started feeling like I was participating in something that doesn't align with my values anymore. I don't want to be part of a system that quietly replaces human labor. I don't want to be one of the voices contributing to people's displacement, even unintentionally. AI is powerful, but it's also dangerous when unchecked, and I just don't want to feed that beast anymore. So this is it. My last video using this AI voice. For transparency, the voice I've been using is called Nia Davis. I chose it because it had this warm, mature, grounded tone. It sounded experienced, like someone who had lived a little, learned a lot, and wasn't afraid to speak directly. As a 36-year-old woman, I connected with that. I liked that the voice carried authority and compassion. I have opinions that aren't always popular, and I felt that people might receive them better if they came from someone who sounded seasoned. But here's what I've learned. Your credibility doesn't come from how old you sound. It comes from your honesty, your delivery, and the authenticity behind your message. And no voice, human or AI, can replace that. There's another layer to this too. I'm not a foundationally Black American woman, but I know most of my viewers are from the US. So part of my choice was about clarity. I wanted my voice to be universally understood, to make sure accents wouldn't be a distraction from the message. But now I realize something important. Representation matters too. So after months of reflection, I've made my decision. This will be my final video using this AI voice. I can't keep feeding a system that doesn't align with my values. I don't want to contribute to a movement that replaces creativity with convenience. AI gave me freedom, but at a cost I no longer feel comfortable paying. And truthfully, My heart wants to be heard in my own voice, accent and all. So, moving forward, you'll hear me. My actual voice, my tone, my rhythm, my accent. Because the truth is, your real voice matters. It carries your story, your culture, your humanity. And I've decided that no AI, no matter how advanced, will speak for me again. So, to everyone who's been supporting me from the beginning, thank you. Thank you for watching, for listening, for engaging, even when I was still finding my footing. This isn't goodbye, it's the start of a new chapter, one that's grounded in authenticity, conviction, and purpose. So, please say goodbye to this voice and get ready to meet me, because my real voice is ready to speak.
Hey guys, I'm so happy to finally meet you. Thank you so much for having supported my channel. It means the world to me. I hope that the transition from Nia Davis, my AI voice, to my actual voice is not too rough on you guys, and that you'll understand me and that we can build a synergy and have great conversations on this channel. It's my pleasure to continue to do my best on this channel, and I hope that you guys will continue to rock with me as we have meaningful conversations and have a good time and grow together as a community. If this is your first time on my channel, I hope that you'll find a reason to stick around, or to at least be curious to see where the channel is headed. And if you are a subscriber, if you've been here before, thank you so much for having contributed to the growth of my channel. I truly appreciate it. I am excited because I believe that this channel is going to grow exponentially, because I think this channel is focused on having meaningful conversations, and not just conversations just for the sake of it, but conversations that can move society forward. Well, hopefully. That's the intention. That's usually my mindset. And so I hope that as a community we can grow together. I'm a Black woman, so most of the time my perspectives are going to be from that vantage point. But I always, that is why this is a community, because I want the community to have other voices too. And so hopefully everybody will feel welcome and feel as if, even if my viewpoints are not in alignment with yours, I hope that we will see it as an opportunity to exchange perspectives and to have empathy and to listen to others' position. Even if we our opinions are different or divergent, I hope that the conversation is always constructive, and nobody sees it as hate speech or as a way to others or to villainize other communities, because that's never my intention. Anyway, I'm so happy to finally be able to speak to you guys freely, and I'm looking forward to the next videos ahead. Once more, thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Signing out, my real voice, Secrets. Bye!